Hey everyone, I just want to make another update video. So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of flashcard making, making a lot of flashcards on a Anki, which is like this SRS, which is a repetition system. It's basically a thing that calculates how much time should be allocated between each cards based on if you know it well or not. Most people know about it, especially if you're a language learner. If not, just type in ANKI, Anki. Yeah, basically I've been gathering sentences from the native speakers. Basically, native speakers. Where that be from people I talk to online or people from like sentences I find on shows. Usually from people I talk to, or like if yeah, I've been when I talk to people. Actually, I, I, if I don't have any idea how to make a sentence, I'll try to express my idea in English first, then try to express a little bit in Chinese. I know that I'm not supposed to be like creating my own sentences. Cause I'm supposed to gain input and only saying stuff I've heard before, but in order to say the thing I want to say, I just have to attempt to say it in Chinese first. Recently, that's how I've been doing it, like attempting to say it in Chinese, and then I ask them, "Would you express it in this way or a different way?" Because sometimes in Chinese and English, they're gonna have like different ways of expressing something, and that's my printer. My mom's printer. That is my mom's room because I like to study here. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, I've been collecting sentences, trying to get natural sentences, and if the exact thing I want to express in English can't be like expressed in exactly the same way, I'll try to express it in a little bit different way. Try to get whatever the Chinese person would say, and then put an Anki. Usually I do like the English, and then try to repeat it in Chinese, like on the front of card English and back of card Chinese, because actually I think it's like as for me, at least for me, it's harder to go from from English to Chinese, because when you see it in Chinese, you know what it means, so you can just say it in English. But when you see it in English, you have to figure out how to say it in Chinese. So I think it's harder like that. Anyway, so another thing I've been working on is trying to understand like a lot of the important characters, like very freaking characters, some like the radicals, and how characters can fit together, have different. I mean, not all of them are exactly radicals. Like okay, so what I mean is, got this book here, remembering the Hanzi. It's basically there's two books. This one is the book one, and basically it's divided into 1,500 for each book, 1,500. Do English speakers say 1,500 or 1,500? Like there are 1,500 characters. There are 1,500 characters. I don't know. Forgot. Anyway, so they're divided to elements and radicals. So they're called like primitive elements. For example, like here you see here, you can see there's like not that exactly a character, but like stuff that makes up the character, and they have meanings. Yeah, it's actually been pretty useful. For example, there's one time I said, I was trying to say like, I don't know, like, I totally forgot what I was gonna say, but the like randomly saying, like there's a couple ways to say randomly saying, like 瞎说. So then there's another way is like is called so luan hu. Sorry, luan. Yeah, right. So I say like 乱的说, but usually adverbs 副词 it's gonna be like two characters. So I was thinking, what's the like element or like what's another character that also means like randomly? That was hu. It has a gu and a moon in it. So gu means like old, ancient, and moon means like moon. Well, it means moon. It also means crazy. Kind of, so we combine these together. Anyway, it means like kind of like crazy. Cause you know when you look at the full moon, you can go crazy. Yeah. Anyway, so that's cool. So I said 胡乱的说, and that made more sense or something. Yeah. So I've been working on this, trying to memorize the character, or well, not really memorize, but trying to familiarize them. Yeah, you can say it like that. It's pretty interesting actually, and it's been pretty useful. There's other examples, but yeah. Anyway, also I got my little language journal right here. This is something I've had for like a year now, and I've never used it. I used it like one time when I went to China. Yeah, I barely used it. I only have these many pages, and yeah, that's it. And now, actually, I'm writing in Spanish. You see here, it's in Spanish. Because I was thinking like, I'm not gonna write in Chinese because it doesn't take too long. Because and also I don't want to be outputting things I'm not sure are correct. That's the main goal. Like I don't want to output things I know or I'm not sure are correct or not. So I've been writing in Spanish because Spanish isn't my main goal right now. Plus, I can feel confident about what I write and like the way I express things. Because you know, English and Spanish are more related than English and Chinese. So our way of thinking is it's more similar, but not exactly the same, but more similar. You know what I mean? Yeah, probably. So continuing, I also have this little like language chart thing that can keep track of my stuff. Basically, I have it for a couple different languages. They're a little bit different based on like what language I am studying. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I got that. Oh, and I've been so I'm gonna talk about like italki right now. So on italki, I've had a lot of teachers, like a lot of different Mandarin teachers. Recently, I've been thinking like how to make how you say get the most use out of these teachers. I'm not saying I'm using them, but like I'm paying, and then I'm gonna get the most harvest. Not harvest. How can I get the most gains? The gains. Gotta get the gains. Yeah. So how can I reap the benefits? Yes, that's what I'm gonna say. Reap the benefits of these italki teachers. Well, so I've figured out that I don't review. Basically, like I have a lot of like a lot of 聊天记录, like chat history. Yeah, my chat history is long. I have many different teachers. Well, not many, but like I've had one. I had like quite a few, and a couple of them I've had for a long time, and I have not even like reviewed at all. So I've realized that I need to review, and I've been trying to catch up. It's so many things, but I'm thinking that I can review by using Anki, and actually it's really good practice. I just have this one friend that friend of mine mentioned last video, Qi Mei Mir. She's like, I just ask her. I say, I make a sentence and basically I say, is this correct? How would you say it? Is this natural? Blah blah blah, that kind of thing. And she helps me, and it keeps the process going on really fast. Got some other friends too, and that's basically how I'm studying right now. Um, yeah. Oh, and yeah, the MIA mass immersion approach is pretty lit. lit, lit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm really digging it. I'm vibing. It's groovy. Yeah, that's a weird word. So, do we even say those anymore? Okay, well, that's it for my update for today. Oh, this guy named Masure, he's basically a English teacher on YouTube, I guess. Not like 101, but like he how do you say? He puts out like these English courses, and he speaks in Chinese, of course. He's an American guy from like DC, but his parents are German slash Honduras, from Honduras, like Honduran, I guess. I think. I really hope that's right, or else that'd be really awkward. But yeah, I signed up for his course, and which he teaches English and in Chinese, and it analyzes how English is spoken, like spoken English. Analyzes how spoken English is spoken, I guess, and it's really cool. Anyway, I haven't been keeping up, but I'm gonna try to keep up more and learn like all the Chinese words he uses and how to say it myself in Chinese, and that's my plan, and that's it for today. Bye bye.